Hello fellow travelers, welcome to our weekly video blog. Today we'll take you to an exotic country that is considered to be the birthplace of the entire post-diluvial human race and was the original Holy Land after the Great Flood that happened approximately 6,000 to 40,000 years ago. After the Great Flood, this particular area became the primary dwelling place of Noah and his family. You will see well-preserved prehistoric energy portals or ceremonial megalithic monuments, which are celestial observatories or temples built by an incredibly ancient and technologically advanced civilization that is thousands of years older than that of Machu Picchu in Peru or the Stonehenge in England. And it's not far from the place where Noah's Ark had rested after the Great Flood, which is located at approximately 4,200 meters or 14,000 feet up on the glacier-covered slopes of Mount Ararat. Of course, we're talking about the legendary Kingdom of Urartu, or modern-day Armenia. Do you know why white people of European descent were called Caucasians by Dr. Johann Blumenbach? Are you tired of being misled or distracted from finding out who and what you are, where you came from, and what your divine purpose is in this world until you return to that eternal place where you came from? Would you like to go see Noah's Ark and learn how to meditate to reach enlightenment, satori, or possibly even samadhi? If that piqued your interest, stay tuned and we'll take you to a special site in Armenia where you'll see an ancient intergalactic gateway called Karahunj that is older than the pyramids in Egypt by at least 4,000 years. We'll also show you and tell you about how Noah and his family came down Mount Ararat and got settled in the Caucasus mountain region near the Ararat Valley. This region is the heart of the original Holy Land that is still inhabited to this very day, mostly by the original Caucasian people. When Noah came down from Mount Ararat thousands of years before Palestine or modern-day Israel was even a word, he possessed very special, sacred knowledge of the frequency of God, or the original knowledge about eternal life and the divine purpose for our species that we'll share with you. Incidentally, Armenia was the first country in the world to adopt Christianity as its state religion in 301 Anno Domini and has the world's oldest first Christian cathedral built in 301 AD located at Etchmiadzin near the capital Yerevan. The name Etchmiadzin means the descent of the only begotten or the descent of the Holy Son of God. Just like the divine message revealed at Fatima, Portugal in 1917 AD, Armenian monks and regular Highlanders have received very similar revelations that happen to this day on a regular basis, but are only shared within their communities. So when you think of Noah and his ark, think of Armenia. And when you think of the first Christian church, think of Armenia because it happened in what is modern-day Armenia. There is very little or virtually no crime in Armenia. The locals are friendly, honest, and very kind, and their sense of hospitality is beyond anything that anyone could ever experience in the West. Because by receiving and entertaining strangers or tourists, the locals believe they might be entertaining angels sent by God, which is a biblical tradition which dates back to Noah that the locals call Papa Noah. It's over-the-top, super friendly, open arms reception anywhere you go. Armenia is like paradise for guests who visit the country, which is both ancient and quite modern, with updated infrastructure, especially in the capital city Yerevan, which is, by the way, older than Athens and Rome. When it comes to prices, you will pay significantly less in Armenia than in Israel or many other surrounding countries, and you will get to see places where Noah and Jesus walked and lived. According to tradition, Jesus of Nazareth traveled to China, India, and Tibet on the Silk Road through Armenia until he returned to Palestine or modern-day Israel at the age of 32. You'll get to see many ancient Armenian cathedrals and other sacred sites where Jesus and his disciple Bartholomew traveled and lived at. Marco Polo gave a detailed description of Armenia and Noah's Ark on Mount Ararat while traveling through Armenia on his way to China. That's why you could think of Armenia as the birthplace of the entire human race after the Great Flood and the first beacon of Christianity for the world to accept. If you're an adventurer who would like to experience the best that ecotourism has to offer with heavenly mountain landscapes, perfect for hiking, fishing, boating, and horseback riding, camping, and wine tasting with 100% organic, all-natural cuisine in one of the most ancient and beautiful countries in the world. Continue watching this video to learn where we're taking you so you could rejuvenate your body and soul and return home a new person. That is, if you decide to return. You see, many visitors buy a pied-à-terre or an apartment in Armenia and stay forever. People who want to go to South America to try ayahuasca in order to cast out demons and to cure their psychological and physical ailments will not need it when they visit Armenia. They will experience a surge of very powerful energy flowing through their body when they step into one of those energy gateways. Nostradamus and Edgar Cayce of Kentucky would probably envy those lucky ones who will step foot on Armenian ground. Many people who live in Armenia or who visited the country have reported seeing more UFO sightings than you can see at Area 51 near Hangar 18. If you want to get away to practice yoga, transcendental meditation, Ayurveda, or do UFO research, Armenia is a perfect place for you. To summarize why consider going to Armenia, if you'd like to rejuvenate your body and soul by going on an exotic vacation to a faraway country that's at least 4,000 years older than Egypt and Rome, we'll take you there and give you a private tour and let you experience the Holy Land in a new way. If you're a spiritual seeker who would like to discover who you are and what you're doing on this planet by connecting with the divine and experiencing enlightenment at a special prehistoric site that has powerful spiritual vortex energy, we'll take you there so you could clean your karma and unlock all of your energy channels to connect with the universal source and start living a purpose-driven life. If you're searching for the extraterrestrial or angelic life form, we can help you find it in Armenia. We'll take you to special sites where you'll find your answers. You'll walk the path where an incredibly advanced ancient civilization on Earth was communicating with other beings located light years away from our planet, or possibly in the parallel universe through specially arranged large circular stones. There were hundreds of UFO sightings and other paranormal activity in Armenia that still goes on to this very day. And finally, if you'd like to experience miraculous healing of almost any psychological or physical ailment while on a spiritual pilgrimage to a country where Noah and his family settled and called home, and where centuries later Christianity was adopted as a state religion for the first time in human history in 301 AD, we welcome you to join millions of tourists who visit Armenia, where wine and vineyards were invented by Noah himself, who walked the roads where we will take you to be inspired. Welcome to Armenia Travel Guide, where you could travel with us and be enlightened while we help you find the best hotels, airfare, ski resorts, and eco-villages across Armenia. Visit us online at armeniatravelguide.net or give us a call to book your next vacation, and you'll discover a new world of possibilities to relax, learn, and heal your body and soul. You'll be a brand new person living in harmony and peace with nature after you visit Armenia. We'll help you find enlightenment and a new sense of purpose and direction in life. The energy of the mountains in Armenia is very different than in any other mountain range you've ever visited. You will experience a spiritual revolution. We promise you that. Call us right now and let's start traveling. Godspeed until the end of time, or as they say in Armenian, Astvats Zezhed. See you at the very top.